what I was meant to do was force march and then move. No event. No event. Didn't change your tactic. It should be deception. Glad I saw that. A feast for Gondogast. The residents of Lodicum are holding a celebration in honour of their much-loved governor, Gondogast Marcolus, renowned for his beneficence, tolerance and common sense. It's nice to see our approved candidates validated in such a way. Onwards with the celebrations. All happiness up, popularity up, prominence up, and he becomes kindly or does not deserve jubilation. No penalty, no bonus. Yeah, do it. Onwards with the celebrations. Who was that? Region map mode. Gondogast, that would be you. So what does kindly do? Loyalty gain chance plus 0.02. National Freeman output plus 5. Dropping appearances. Thorismund Eidgid, a man in control of a sizable and personally loyal force, has delivered demand for additional funds. Damn it! No! I am not paying you 239 ducats, which you will simply use to buy another army. You've already got 24 units. I mean, thankfully this time I really substantially outnumber you, so if you try it, and you're gonna Fine! Murder will happen. Slave revolt defeated. I'm going to show them leniency. We have brought an end to the host of masterless slaves haunting our country. Their leaders and all the slaves have risen against their masters and now once again in chains. Concerned citizens are calling for harsh punishment to make an example of this group, preempting future revolts. Others argue that such a harsh treatment would not solve the issues of mistreatment that ignited the revolt in the first place. No, I want the extra 2 slaves in my capital. And no more slave revolts for 15 years. Leniency. Why do we have so much military power? Because the only thing you can spend it on are traditions, and the traditions are stupendously expensive. Right. So where is this traitorous so-and-so? It's you, isn't it? Nope, that's Hogrick. That's me. Oh, it was the guy that I used to crush the rebels. I see. Well, yeah, I can't control you anymore. You gonna move somewhere else? Nope, you're just gonna stand there and take attrition. I'm okay with that. I would send this army down there, but I'm not convinced that I need to. Still no people. Ah, but we can set up some trade routes. Excellent. So... let's click on you, just so I can see what needs a trade route. Subcarpathia needs one, Venadia needs one, Narista needs one. This is Narista. Narista can get soul furs. Subcarpathia can get salt, because that's going to increase the fort defense. And you'll notice what we have in Subcarpathia. That is where Solitarium is, our fort. And what was the last one? There needs to be a better way of sorting this. Venadia, which is this place. There is nothing for Venadia, or more to the point, we don't have the points to actually establish a trade route. How much are we making in trade? 9 ducats. Okay. And this is going to be another civil war, which means there's going to be another family purged, which means even fewer advisors for my entire realm. Better safe than sorry. I mean, part of the reason I'm not moving these guys up is, one, I don't want to suffer the attrition, and two, I want to hit them from two sides this time. And I think that these three armies, these two armies will be enough to take them. Although, what's your command skill? 6. What's yours? Also 6. So this is going to be primarily down to... the plan. So, what is really good for archers? Skirmishing or bottleneck? Well, skirmishing beats bottleneck. Bottleneck beats skirmishing. No, sorry, he is beaten by skirmishing, so I think skirmishing is probably the safest. Yeah, definitely. So let's switch you both to skirmishing, just to make sure that we are guaranteed that one. And if we're left fighting with just these two armies up here, I'm kind of okay with that, because both of these are retinues, which means no manpower replenishment, no money replenishment. What do you want? You want my woad? No. 10 more months. Now I'm role-playing as Stalin. They forced me to! This new Paradox game is looking awesomely complicated. I don't think it will be. It just needs a little bit of help with the UI. Like you could do with another UI pass. But that's really going to be subject to user feedback. Like trade definitely needs a UI pass. I like the trade system, it just needs to be easier to get into. But now I'm getting dangerously close to reviewing, so... we stay here. So either they stay there, they attack me, in which case I force march into them, or they move to fill in which case I counterattack. This province does actually border as well. Best case scenario, they try to escape to fill in, and then I force march into it. And we are, yep, we're paying the armies. True. We could actually pay extra wages to try and get that extra loyalty, though it does rack up the price pretty quickly. And it will also mean my clan chiefs have more money to cause problems with. So, no. Thorismund is the only disloyal character right now. One thing I would like to do is go to the characters screen and then sort by loyalty, and I want it from the bottom, so... It goes from 19 to 70, 70, 70, 70. So I don't think any of my provincial governors will betray us. It's going to be just him. And anyone in his family. Heidegger's. Let's just do a quick check. Marculus, Scaroldus. Marculus. It's fine. Eidgids have risen up against me so often now, I just don't trust them. Not at all. What do I need to reform my government in something else? I just need to get centralization up to 40%. And the more centralized we get, the smaller the clan retinues will be. So hopefully the less problems we suffer. And also the country civilization level starts to rise, which is going to decrease the strength of tribals, but increase the strength of citizens and freemen. And also population growth will start to rise, and barbarian growth will start to decrease. So fewer barbarians rising up out of the Carpathians. Okay, so apparently the barbarians don't spawn at 10 points, because they've just hit 11. Good to know. Dodukya, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I really struggle in EU4, but can generally snowball pretty effectively in CK2. I find it difficult not to snowball in CK2. but I think I'm a far more competent EU4 player. Hurgrik has had a daughter. Does he have any other kids? Sigmund, but he is only 5 years old. 2 sons and a daughter. But that's irrelevant. This is not dynastic. It's an election. Is a barbarian counter number of armies or units for their army then, aka 11 equals 11,000 power. It's possible. Could be the equivalent of like 11 pops, which then convert into soldiers. Feels Batman! Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Scientific Studies faction is broken as hell in CK2. I agree. It's also the far more interesting of the different factions, and also this retinue is reinforcing like crazy. We have way more troops than they do now. 32,000 against 23. So archers and chariots. What's good for archers and chariots? Archers and cavalry is deception. There is no archers and chariots choice. What's deception countered by? Envelopment and hit and run. Envelopment is mostly a light cavalry thing. They don't have enough light cav to pull that one off, so I don't think they're going to go envelopment. I think I'm going to stick to my guns. Right, what do you want? Vegetables. You can have some veggies. Remember to eat your greens. Fornia has 5. You have a 10, so you can move into Gothinia. Colonize Swabian tribesmen. There's Gothinia. Then you need to colonize into one of these. I'm going to say that one. With your Swabian Chustic. And you're going to be able to colonize all of this with the exception of that spot. That's fine. And Felicia. That's fine, I have a plan for that. And then you can get to Nevada. Yeah, that one. 10, really? 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we're missing one. Okay, Gorion. Give one to Gord. Actually, don't. Because Gorion's going to be in a very good position to migrate. Huzzah! Tankstark, thank you very much for the resubscription. 6 months ago. Yeah. 6 months, not ago, but 6 months, although you did start it 6 months ago. So it does make sense. Thank you very much for that, I appreciate that. I think going to Malika with Gorion might be a good move. So let's set that up now. And we still need to get Venida with Gordev, which, like we said, also at one point. Slaves are cheap. Let's move them. Gorideva. And then you can be colonized by a Swabian tribesman. There we go. Got a more cohesive country now. And how much population are we up to? 345. We're getting there. Ah! And we now have a larger army than Idigus does. Probably because of you, actually. So, not permanent. Fort Furs? Absolutely. Can you change the laws to allow women into government? I think so. There's also an option when you start the game where you can just make that the default law. KVBM and Wild Cared, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. It really is absolutely brilliant to see so many of you here, so thank you. Wait, why do I have a wrangle emote? Have I played in any Russian Civil War or World War I games? Someone want to explain the importance of wrangle to this channel? Alright, so, what do we need to do? Probably some more national population growth. Unless, of course, we're having provincial problems, but I don't think we are. Nope, all their loyalty is positive now. Except for Carnuscia, still. What is your major malfunction? It's the citizens being so sad. Yeah, I need to move the citizens to my capital, because there's quite a few citizens and quite a few freemen here. And if they're in the capital region, then, one, it never loses popularity, so them being sad doesn't matter at all. The capital region never revolts. So I think I'm going to need to start spending some civic power just to move them to Ciscarpathia. This is why it's such a big problem that we just don't produce civic power. So, to answer that question, Titus. Pop growth. Did it have something to do with Kaiserreich? Yes. Sudwagi, thank you very much for the follow. Alec, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Let's go up to speed 4. We're just kind of waiting for things to happen at this point. Then we'll get to Malika. And we shall settle. And now that we have Malika, we can start to settle all of the areas around us. And I think I'm going to start with Safine, because it produces livestock, which increases pop growth. How are the blobbing mechanics in this game? Hard to say, because there's absolutely nothing preventing you of blobbing as a tribe, except just point limitations. It is very expensive in terms of monarch points to colonize. In terms of aggressive expansion, it depends on your nation. If you have a very homogeneous nation and you take a bunch of land, it doesn't matter one iota, because aggressive expansion will only affect population of a different culture. So if you just straight away convert them all to your own, no problem. Expensive, but no problem. Beyond that, I don't really know, because I haven't done it. And Bohemia wants to import stone. Ooh, interesting. Do it. Alright, so commerce is now definitely getting close to tax in terms of importance. And even having dropped those 9,000, we still don't have a civil war chance. And your loyalty is still pretty darned good. Yours is pretty darned bad. But that doesn't seem to matter so much. And we are still making quite a lot of money. We could recruit some more soldiers. The problem is, I can't put them anywhere. We don't have the space for them. Oh, you know what we could do? Now this is a good idea. We could convert money at a really bad rate. I'd forgotten how expensive this is. This is determined by your size, I think. So the smaller your nation, the cheaper it is in terms of money to convert. If you don't make that much. You are missing people in my government. I know. I am literally missing people in my government. I've killed them all. Hey, Republic of Play, how are you doing? They're on a permanent vacation. Newfound tribesmen after certain disagreements internally with the in Ercuniatia. A group of tribesmen have left Quadrata and are looking for a new home in Calamantia. Thanks for making me say all the names. Though they are somewhat different to our own people, they would surely integrate into our society quickly enough. On the other hand, accepting these exiles from Ercuniatia could put us at odds with their old home. The tension's already running well. Who cares? I'm huge. Always open to new tribes. We get a Noric tribesman. Cool. Need to grab yourself some new families. Yeah, we do. Or just have these kids grow up. I mean, part of the problem is we're kind of at a generational switch. So the kids haven't quite grown up enough. And also we seem to have an awful lot of women. I mean, that's not usually a problem. I need a matriarchal nation. How can I change to a mixed one? Unfortunately, I don't think you can. Unite Suabia. What do I need for that? Oh, all Suabian nations are our subjects. Yeah. Not anytime soon. We could go conquer something, I guess. And then just take their families. It's only the two decisions. The tribal kingdom is the one that we want to do to become a kingdom. We're still 30 points away from the centralization required. Oh, and there's loads of amber up here in the north, and I do like amber. It will go very well with my gold and my gems. Alright, let's do that. Let's move you to there, to there. We're just going to use our retinues, because I don't think we're going to need anything else. How do you acquire new families in Imperator? We're going to try and steal some. After we accepted their tribesmen into Calamantia, it seems that Ecumenia have declared us an enemy of their nation. As we worried about, they did not much care for us, agreeing to take on their tribesmen. Alright, Calamantia. Where is Calamantia? That's Helveconia, Naricia, Corinthia, Cortina. I don't know where they are. Calamantia, there you are. Oh, that's just a province. Oh, it was these guys, wasn't it? Neracutatia. Yeah, I'm already in the north. We'll go north. Is there ever a time you wouldn't accept a trade from another nation, not including strategic resources like horses or iron? Yeah, like several people have been trying to buy up my woad supply, but I actually want a surplus of woad in my capital, because the capital woad bonus is plus 10% tribesman happiness. I feel like I should build another marketplace or something. Where's Gorion? Oh, right, yeah, I kind of sort of abandoned Gorion. That's fine. I'll do this. In fact, that was stupid, because Gorodeva is a colonizer. I could have just colonized Gorion. So I just wasted a bunch of points, so... stupid. That was a waste. Can't get that yet. You're down here. Let's see, what do we want? 4, 2, 2. Definitely Ostrom. Swabian Chewstick. Perfect. And we don't really have any in the north. Oh, actually, that's not true. Burgundy is a colonizer. Except for the fact that... Really? Oh. Oh. Yeah, that would be why. Please go and do cultural assimilation. Thank you. I don't care about happy people. I care about homogenous people. Everyone must be German. Wait, that's not the right thing to say. And now, because I wasted the oratory power, I can't do anything with it. Unfortunately, we suck. No, we're good with oratory. Oh, we finally have a ruler who's good oratory. Yes! +8, +6. Unfortunately, it's civ power that we usually need. I need oratory to declare war. Might be a good idea to increase capital pops for trade and supply. Unfortunately, that costs civic power to move pops to the capital, and that's the category I don't have spare. So eventually, yes, I will be, like, rejigging my economy, but right now we are still very much in expansion mode. You want to buy my woad? Tough. Go get your own. Population at now 368. It's growing quite nicely. What are you buying? Ooh, livestock. Sure. Wait. You don't have livestock in Venadia. Venadia is definitely one of my more populous places. That's not what I meant to do. I just lost my wage supply. God damn it. Venadia. Cancel that one. I really don't like this UI. I want you to get livestock. Except now I can't because we need civic power. Wait, it means that civil wars are actually terrible, killing your own officers. Your only officers, that's sad. Yeah, I know, and it's going to take us a while to recover from that. That's better. Good. Oh, wow. Okay. So the only place that you might see a little bit of reduction is here. That's kind of cool that the map mode is sensitive to the army you have selected. So it'll show you where you can actually rest them. The supply situation up here is not good. How laggy is Imperator? Generally it's pretty good. It does seem to be lagging out a little bit at the moment. But whether that's just because I haven't restarted my computer, or because I have a million tabs open as I usually do, there's a lot of different problems that it could be. Ooh, Gothonia is giving me money. Yeah, they've seen me moving my troops north. Chris Fish, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. So who are you playing as in your game, Republic? Because I know you've been playing too.